Hi everyone, I'm journal page and I want to start with gesso resist. I'm going to use this part of the stencil with some gesso, and at first I was going to use some modeling paste for the added texture, but it will take longer to dry and I decided that I wanted something a little bit more quick. So I'm taking some makeup sponge and taking some gesso, dabbing the excess, and I'm just going to put it here on the page. I know you can hardly see the white on white, but it's there. Then I'm planning on using anything that is watery and by that I mean either sprays or a diluted acrylic paint or a watercolors or sprays. I'm more concerned about the color that I will pick than what kind of paint I'm using on the gesso resist. As long as it's watery, I think it will work fine. And I'm going to just stencil this quite randomly on the page, and I don't want a straight strip. I want it to go something like this, so I'm gonna try. Again, it's a little bit hard to see what's going on. Maybe I will flip it. And I'm taking this a little bit lower than what I've done here and just continuing with the gesso and the stencil. Now it doesn't have to be perfect, it's just going to give me some detail in the background, the gesso resist. Again, if you have time and patience, then you can use modeling paste or joint compound to do the same thing, just create some texture in the back. I'm doing it quite quickly because, as I said, I'm not really concerned about the perfectness of the stenciling. So the the reason I don't have much time today is I'm having a operation surgery later this day and don't have enough time, and I really wanted to do something before I'm going. Now I don't know what will go afterwards. They tell me it can take up to 2 weeks to be better, to I don't know, to recover from the operation. So I don't know what will be, and I've uploaded in advance some videos, so there will be videos. I'm just not sure that I'll be able to respond to comments under the description box. So there will be coming videos. I'm just don't know if I'll be able to respond. Okay, almost done. Yeah, I think maybe a little bit randomly in other places on the page, just so it won't be, I'm not sure. I'm just playing around with this diamond stencil, shape stencil, diamond shape, yeah. It doesn't have to be this stencil. Use any stencil you have, just so you will have something in the back. It can be letters, it can be numbers, it can be circles, it can be flowers or leaves, whatever you have. So it really doesn't matter which you are using. Okay, so this is this, and let's see. Quick is using sprays. I'm just not sure I have the right colors that I want to use. And let's see. Well, I've picked turquoise and I have some olive green. We'll see. I'm going to play with it. So another thing about using the gesso, it dries fast. And let's put something underneath so I won't have to wipe the whole thing here. Let's move this a little bit before I'm making a mess. Oops. Okay, so now let's see, just spraying, and again I'm doing it quite randomly, as you can see. I don't want to cover the whole page. And I'm trying to be really gentle right now. I'm adding some water just to thin it a little bit more, and I need to be patient because it takes a little time for the paper to absorb the paint, the spray, and then you can see the gesso resist. So you need to be patient with something like this. So this is nice, but I still need another color. Maybe, let's see, maybe some watercolor. I've got all kinds. Just picking some kits. I have some metallic watercolors, maybe. I don't know. I'm playing. This was not really planned. Okay, so I'm taking a brush with water, and let's see, what color do I want? Maybe a little bit of purple, and maybe more water. And again, this is quite random. I'm just putting it down in several places. More. This is just a set from the cheap store. Let's see. Just more here. And I'm also letting them mix in several places. I hope you can see how the white gesso is starting to pick through what I've put through the sprays and the watercolor. Maybe doing some splattering. Yeah. Okay, so more water and just splattering this purple. Okay, I like it. Do I want something else? Maybe. I'm thinking about it. No, I think this is it. Maybe I'm still thinking about it. Not sure. Mm, let's add something from the metallic. Again, something from I picked at the cheap store, so more water. Don't know how much of it will be visible because it's just some splatter, but why not? Just playing around. Splatter is better with a fan brush, and so I'm just going to switch because I'm working too hard for it. Why work hard? And now we're talking. I'm doing it quite quickly. Also, I don't have time, but I'm doing it quickly because as long as everything is wet, the color, the paint is dispersing and mixing, and I like it. I don't want it to be a perfect splatter. I want it to mix, and it just, for me, it looks better this way. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to let this dry completely before we continue. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and I want to add more details to my background. I've picked some stamps. I want something that is not distinct, just to add more details, not something that will take away from whatever I'm going to put on. And so I've got all kinds of stamps like this. Maybe, let's see. Don't know how much of it will show, so I'm going to try. First, I'll try this one, which doesn't want to go. Oh. Okay, we made it. So I've got this stamp, just some dots or whatever, and just going to stamp it randomly. I'm trying not to push the whole stamp because I don't want the rectangle to show. I just want details. So here I'm just took it out from the acrylic block, and I'll just do it like this. Don't know how much of it you can see. It's really a subtle detail, but it's there. And I think I'll use this stamp also. Don't know why. Again, I'm trying not to create a rectangle, but I think this was not a good pick of a stamp because there are lines here, but never mind. Continuing. Not that big of a deal. Okay, finished stamping. Now I've got this stack that I've picked from the cheap store, and it has all kinds of things like this, days of the week and all kinds of stuff like that for, I think, bulletin journal it called. And I really don't have anything, I'm not using them, so I wanted to see if I can do something with all this stuff, or like I've got all these little bits, so I'm thinking of incorporating them into this page. Like I am planning on some kind of course of a focal point, but I'm thinking of using all these little bits to make another kind of how do I explain it, of a background to my focal image. Oh, this doesn't tear. Let's see what else I have here. Maybe play with all this stuff also. I'm picking this quite randomly in hopes to do something with it. More squares. So you see, I haven't planned in advance. I'm just taking out some stuff. Okay, so let's see something. I just want to play with all this stuff. I haven't torn them quite good, but I will fix it later. I just want to see where I'm putting everything. Maybe something like that. And let's take more pieces. Maybe this one. And what else? Now I'm thinking of using this as my focal point because it just goes with the rest of the colors, but maybe it will just blend with all the colors and it doesn't stand out enough. So I need to see what I'm using for my focal point. And first I'm going to just glue all these pieces to my page and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've glued the pieces and now I want to just make them stand out a little bit more. I'm using a Stabilo all-purpose. Basically it's like a watercolor pencil, and I'm just going around very, very loosely, and I'm going to activate it with water. Okay, so once again some brush and water and just going like this. Again, I don't want it to be perfect. I'm just activating it and smearing it. Almost done. at least with this. You see, I'm trying to be quick. Okay. Yeah. Now I'm thinking just maybe yeah, something like that, maybe a little bit more, very loosely. And a focal point. So I had this printed, I think it was from Pixabay. I was going to turn it into a stencil to take the shape of the flowers and make a stencil. I haven't gotten to it, so I've cut 2 flowers out and I'm thinking of using them here. Yeah, maybe I need to stand and take like a step back to see where I'm placing it. Yeah, I think here. Yeah. Okay, so just a little bit of glue in the back. And I think I'm almost done with this page. Okay. Yep. Now I've got some washi tapes in colors that can work here, because I still feel like something is missing. I don't know why. So I'm just going to play with pieces of the washi tape. Let's see. Okay, what else? Let's see. Maybe this one. I don't know. Maybe I should stop. You also need to know when to stop, which it doesn't always happen. When in doubt, stick a butterfly. Here we go, another butterfly to the mix. Just one more, I think. Yeah. This one is a little bit crooked. Yeah, I'm stopping. That's it. Call it done. So this is it. That's my page. I hope you liked it. I hope I'll see you soon. As I said, I'm going to upload other videos. I'm just not sure that I will be able to respond to your comments. So thank you for watching, and thank you for leaving me comments down below. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.